Okay, chat, dipping into a little bit of Alchemy today to try out a few of the new cards in a viewer submission here. We've got Back Alley Gardener that says, when one or more other creatures enter the battlefield, you get to seek a land and put it into play tapped. This notably doesn't say basic land, so we can trigger this every turn and get lots of different lands out of our deck. This works very nicely with Felidar Retreat here, which gives us a creature every time a land comes into play. So if you have Back Alley Gardener and Felidar Retreat, a single land drop turns into kind of two Felidar triggers a creature ++1, getting a bunch of lands into play. We've also got Racketeer Boss as well as Rope Line Attendant here as other new cards. And then we've got Stimulus Package here, which is a card that hasn't seen a ton of play in Standard or Alchemy, but it's kind of neat with Back Alley Gardener because this gives us kind of an on-demand way to trigger Back Alley Gardener on our opponent's turn as well, which means you could trigger Felidar Retreat on their turn also. Now, with all these various creatures entering play for various reasons, we got Devilish Valet here as a way to punch through with one large threat, as opposed to just going wide with things like Felidar Retreat. So let's go ahead and pop on into some games with this and see how it goes. You'll also note that we've got that currently 38 out of 110 ticker on the screen. That is for our Dislight promo going on this week. Stream is sponsored by them through end of day Friday. If you want an easy way to support my content, you can check them out using my affiliate link. If you play through Dislight after installing via my link through stage 1-8, takes about 10 minutes to check that out. You can get a free sub gift to my channel as a thank you. If I make it all the way to that 110 goal, I get a little bit of a bonus, so I appreciate everybody that does that. All right, tapped land on 1, untapped land on 2, untapped land on 3. Sign me up. We're not ramping into anything with Innkeeper here, so it's probably a Gala Greeters on 2. Any gameplay footage of Dislight? Yeah, if you check the end of yesterday's stream on the Twitch VOD, we played it for a couple hours yesterday. Ooh. Well, now we're definitely opening on Rope Line, huh? This hits every creature in our hand with make an extra thing. Insert Spider-Man meme here. That's kind of terrifying. I think I Back Alley Gardener this turn to just get my mana acceleration going. We might be okay here. The Devilish Valet is gonna get to come in and hit like a truck, right? I think we like Back Alley Gardener next turn, and then we like Valet into Greeters into Innkeeper. People asking me questions about is this the norm or whatever for Alchemy. I don't know, chat. I haven't played any Alchemy since this card release. This is my first time playing it. So to answer your question, I don't know. Yeah, I think the line is Back Alley Gardener this turn, and then next turn we Valet and hopefully just hit like a massive truck. I think I'm supposed to save that to cycle it. Yeah, the multiple med deck's definitely my favorite snap thing we've tried so far. Although I've got another something new I want to try today. Yeah, Jubilee deck I've been working on. Okay, so we Devilish Valet. And then I can go Innkeeper into Gala Greeters and trigger this 5 more times. We have accomplished the thing, Chip. I don't know if this is lethal, but it's also not my job to figure it out. I like when our decks get to do the thing in the first game, chat. It's very satisfying when it's just game 1 and you're like, and kill you. Yo, that was 64, 70, 72, 74. Yeah, probably less than 74 if we add all that up. Probably less than 74. Yeah, it doubles every time a creature enters play, chat. And we had 5 things at the battlefield. You know, honestly, I think it might be a click submit matchup. I didn't have banned to the list of things I was thinking about while we were building. None of these cards seem particularly exciting here. And our deck's relatively linear. So when in doubt, if you're not sure what you should be sideboarding, you should just chill. What's going on, Pokemon Nerd? We just crushed our first game, and we got to full combo off. So no regrets as of yet. Thanks for the over 4 years. Welcome back. Okay. What's going on, Duck? Okay, so we're definitely racketeering boss. Who are we targeting? It's probably just 2 of the valets, right? Got him. Braveheart. Valet. Then next turn we could do this. I think ideally we don't spend the treasure tokens, because if we draw the one that lets us sack treasures to make humans, the treasures could turn into valet pumps. That's ideal. Lethal if we draw a 2-drop. That sounds nice. Hey, look, it's a 2-drop. That's actually exactly lethal. It's 20 trample and they have 3 plus 17. Good clean living to start here. Did they scratch my card? Listen, you don't complain when the Devilish Valet scratches your card, shit. He'll break your kneecaps. Don't argue with him. Your car was like that when you gave it to him. Your hand was magic and the opponent got gathered. Something like that. Best of 1? No, we play best of 3 generally on this stream. You just gotta believe, Ty Dog. Have faith. I think no 2-drop on the play is fine, but obviously drawing into it makes things easier. Morning, Patches. Good set last night. Alright, chat. The Esper shall continue until morale improves. This is a treasure token angle, right? Attack with the Gala Greeters. I'm fine with this trade. I'm not really fine with this trade. I did not put the Dislight session on YouTube. I forgot to record it locally, and I forgot to export it from Twitch afterwards. I have no idea. For people asking me, is X typical of this format shit? I haven't played this format at all, so I don't know the answer to your questions. Felidar before the land drop? Nah, I think I want to just stimulus package here. 4, 8, 16. I think I'm going all in here, but I do want to kill their diviner. And then stimulus package plus Gala Greeters is kind of sweet too, because now on their turn I can sacrifice this to make a 1/1 and then just get another treasure token back right away. So just like a free 1/1. Who doesn't love a good free 1/1 shit? Alright, well that makes my what card am I playing next turn decision much easier. Second Valley lethal. Maybe if they don't have any interaction. They have 2 mana available though. And this dies to Vanishing Verse. That's probably lethal. This is 2 creatures, thanks to Stimulus Package. They need 2 pieces of removal. I mean, they didn't until I drew this. Just one Valet wasn't lethal. Oh, I guess with the Gone Wide, maybe we were. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I'm gonna attack and let them figure it out, Chip. I'm gonna stimulate their economy, chat. Pump up the Goon Squad. This will be 8, 16, 32 here. Well, 32 and 64. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, Chip. They were alive up until that point, but that one was a bridge too far. All right. Probably just supposed to Orvar here, right? What are we trimming? I feel like it's one of the 2s. It's probably one of the 2s. We can also just, like, trim around the edges, right? It's like Felidar Retreat out, Back Alley Gardener out, Ropeline Attendant out. So let's just do that. The old coward's way out. What's going on, Gilding? Thanks for the 12 months. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this video does. Of all the arena formats, Alchemy has consistently had the worst metrics for me on YouTube, so curious to see if this card drop changed that at all. Well, Facebreaker has the upside of being good with Ropeline Attendant. Something to consider. I actually think that that's a god-awful take, Underplexed. And it fundamentally shows the problem with Magic players, honestly. Explorer happening has nothing to do at all with the success or failure of Alchemy. And it's so wild to me how Magic players can't just, like, let other people like things that they don't like. Explorer was announced to fill a gap that people wanted, which was a good thing. It's okay for different things to appeal to different people. And something like Explorer aims to fill a very different role than something like Alchemy does. Alright, well, our lands are unlocked here a little bit. We get to untap with this card. It's gonna be real good. This card's kind of free in a way. 0 mana. Yes, Ropeline Attendant letting Alliance cards self-enable is really something. We're probably chump blocking this. I gotta keep my life total high. We're ready to close this game out. We'll win by a lot. This isn't a subjective, you get to choose to disagree with me type thing. This is objectively, Magic has always been a game with lots of different formats that appealed to lots of different people. And this is just another case of that. Maybe they clicked the wrong one. Maybe they didn't realize this modifies the cards already in my hand. Like, I don't know. Part of me wants the stimulus package here so I can trigger Back Alley Gardener on their turn too, but maybe I'm supposed to Racketeer Boss to build up extra mana for next turn. It's close though. The timing on their stuff seems real weird. Like a little bit less than optimal. I guess they're probably not used to playing against something like what we're playing too, so there's something to be said for that as well. I'm just trying to build up enough treasures to get like Valet plus Stimulus package in a turn. We're not in that much danger in terms of pressure they're applying, so if we play down Stimulus package next turn, we actually might be able to get set up where we like double Valet in a turn and then pop off a little bit. Destroy each permanent you don't control that is the same name as a permanent that dealt you damage last turn. Wild. That is a weird design. Going on, Drac. 6 for the 39 months. Welcome back. It's just like a lot of damage in the air, and then it like also is a removal spell. Oh, it kills creature lands. That's a good shout. I cash in my Facebreaker for a treasure token here, chat. I think that's a good exchange for us with the Valets next turn. I also get to kill this and get a 2/2 back out of it, so. So next turn, we get to go Valet into Stimulus package, make 2 tokens. I guess I could also Valet Facebreaker, because this is 3 creatures in and of itself, right? If they tap out here again, they should be dead. Honestly, they might be dead if they don't have double insert speed removal. Well, on the current board, Stimulus package is only 2 creatures, right? Because I have to spend all of my treasures to cast Stimulus package. So Facebreaker is 3 creatures, right? Because it's got 2 Ropeline Attendants on it. Now we can Innkeeper as well, right? Cordemi, thank you for the 45 months. I appreciate the support. Welcome back. Our deck's definitely very good when we draw Devilish Valet. They need 2 removal spells here, chat. This thing's, the smaller one here is going to be 64, and the other one is going to be much bigger than that. Yeah, usually I play each deck for between 90 minutes and 2 hours, Aishen. We've been playing this deck for about 30 minutes. Through the power of the American dollar, Wargy, I will play whatever format you wish for me to play. Also, if I'm being completely honest, Explorer was kind of a trash fire yesterday, so... This is a little refreshing. Voltaic! Get our trickle-down economy in action. Welcome to our newest shillionaire. Be sure to ping me in the subs Discord to get your role there. Alright, now the real question. If I want to Ropeline Attendant on 2, I have to give up having red mana, so that's probably not correct. So I think we Racketeer Boss. I can go either way on this. So that way, and then we'll probably Ropeline Attendant next turn. with this making a treasure token now, I get to do this into Gala Greeters. We have 36k shillings. You gotta eat less avocado toast. All right, now this is our first game where we don't really have a payoff in the short term here. So it looks like we're going to need to use Facebreaker to go digging for a Valet or a Felidar Guardian. Not really. It feels good. All of the avocado posts. Avocado post. One of my things, chat. Do I want to trade these here? I think I do. Yeah, this is fine. This makes a treasure token. So I can Racketeer Boss here. Pick you. And then I can Professional Facebreaker. And we can hit them and make a treasure token. It's been a while since I last complained. Do you remember how sweet and innocent we were, chat? Blizzard Brawl seemed like the most busted thing you could be doing. Oh, Racketeer Boss with Bone Crusher. Sounds really cute. And you get the trigger off Stomp and the actual Giant. So you get the full thing for 3 mana, effectively. That's cute. Another Brawl. I'm gonna offer some trades here because their things are gonna get bigger when they attack, so might as well trade, cut them off at a time. Happy to trade a 1/1 for your 2/2 1/2. And we are on a bit of a clock here. This 4/5 is relatively lethal relatively quickly. Four drop here isn't ideal. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to cast that. Maybe I'm supposed to just wait till next turn to sack a treasure to draw a card. Well, you can't just make all of your gameplay assumptions like you're gonna draw your best card in your deck without any card advantage. Especially when, like, the implication there is I'm not supposed to use treasures to draw cards. The last card, a combat trick? Of Inscription? Feels like Inscription based on how long they're taking to choose their targets and modes. Nope. Maybe they have it and decided they just wanted the Rangers class this turn instead. They even run Inscription. At Tumos, again, like, no, literally no one is playing Alchemy. Like, you can't even go on Untapped and look at data because there's just literally no matches played. Like, I'm doing this and I'm pumping up the jam. We actually haven't had long queue times this morning, which is nice, but the number of matches played compared to every other format is astronomically small. Summer Messiah. We're supposed to get an explorer-focused anthology release. Splitting the 1/1 counters is a weird decision. I guess maybe they thought I'd double block here. Probably did here. Well, so, fun fact, I don't know. For people that aren't in the subs Discord, one, you should join the subs Discord. But two, we were talking about this tweet yesterday. So for people that don't know, Magic the Gathering Online, the premier competitive Magic client, has tournaments every weekend. And this person played Jeskai Hinata in that event this weekend. And these were their matches. They played the Mirror rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as well as the top 8. And then in the top 4, they finally lost a Mirror match. And then I think it was it Logan Nettles played the same tournament. And he says his tournament was, I also played 7 Hinata Mirrors, but then I lost to Mardu in top 4. So, yeah. And that's standard for reference. That is a... Mardu is clearly the best deck. And that is kind of... I think Facebreaker's probably bad here. I think I want just some removal spells. I don't really want to grind. That is kind of the natural conclusion of what happens when creature decks are unplayable, right? Like Goldspan Dragon is obviously a pretty messed up Magic the Gathering card, but part of the reason why that archetype is so good is because it doesn't care about Meathook Massacre and all the other things that really punish creatures in the format. Attendant on duty. Duty. It did, Togsby. I think I was pulling up Twitter stuff. Thank you for the 25 months. Welcome back. Yeah, it's probably just Gala, right? We're not really ramping up into anything at the moment. The other question is this a land or a spell? I think it's a land. It's close, though. It's like, do I play these out? I'm gonna play one of these out. I think I'm gonna sandbag the other two for if we... You wanna flood the board? Nah, I think I'm chillin'. Like, we're not gonna win by going wide with these 1/1s, and keeping them in my hand means if I draw a Valet, we have an actual play to make. Even if we didn't side out Facebreaker, I think we're supposed to chill there. This Twitch stream is pre-recorded in front of a live audience chat. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. I appreciate it. They're at 21. I'm attacking for 20. Yep. All right, down to 1. Good chat. Good chat. It's always nice to get immediately rewarded for making a good play. It's like, what if we made good decisions here? What's the result of that? Oh, excellent. Rewarded. It's like a piece of candy. Yeah, it's mostly just like and the reason to hold there, obviously it's nice that we hit, but like it's what's the upside to playing them out, right? If they were in a spot where attacking with a bunch of 1/1s would be meaningful, then it's worth playing them out there. But because they had the 3/3 on the board and weren't going to be in a position to be attacking anyways, there's just not really upside to flooding the board in that spot. Whereas there is some marginal upside to holding them if we hit Facebreaker like we did. Or Valet, sorry. That card's called. Those are the kind of questions you want to ask yourself, right? Like, what's the upside versus downside of these spots? What are we accomplishing? Hope we get to pop off with Back Alley Gardener plus Retreat at some point this set. Haven't gotten to that. We've seen the Valet in action a few times, but haven't seen this one get to do his thing just yet. 73 months, a long time, Philly. Welcome back. Seen some stuff. Okay, well, this is definitely a spell, right? Ninja! Hey, thanks to whoever checked out the Dislike promo. Appreciate the support. Sure to drop me a DM with a screenshot of your account at level 1-8. I'd be happy to hook you up with a sub gift. Yeah, assuming the weather is good, I'm down to walk today, Philly. Might as well attack, right? I'm not blocking. Things that feel bad but make for good content is basically the bread and butter of being a card game streamer. Oh, I'm definitely making a land on their turn, chat. All card games have some feel bads baked into them. Excuse me? That's fine. My economy's already been stimulated. You may break it if you want. It's my feeling on bank job. Doing crime is wrong, obviously. Very good point. I try. I think I'm gonna hold this land in my hand in the event that we draw Felidar Retreat. I'm gonna attack them for a 3 here because I'm not blocking with it, so I might as well get my damage pushed in while they can't block. Doing crime is wrong. What are you, some kind of communist? That's true. I'll never make it to a billionaire status with that kind of attitude. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I haven't been playing really any standard or alchemy, so if you're asking me what's my thoughts on specific cards, I don't know. I don't know what the card bank job does. It's my sarcastic answer to you. My less sarcastic answer to you. No, the Gardener activation happened when Racketeer Boss entered play. I didn't use the stimulus package, but my thoughts on the current Unite meta seems very reasonable. Hoopa's probably still too strong. An evergreen statement. I think I'd rather thin the land out of my deck, Tobias. It's pretty marginal either way, though. Double block the Liberator here, I think. We don't sack. Treasure Valet gives us lethal. Yeah, maybe. And I guess I don't really need more lands. This is probably a good take to hold on to him. Okay, so no longer an option. Take a bunch of 1/1s. Can we stance the Liberator and keep my creatures? Yeah, I think I'm gonna stance the Liberator and keep my creatures. They have an indestructible spell I get blown out, but I think I want to try and keep my board here. Yeah, I don't know that we have a catch-up mechanic from here. Our deck's mostly mustard. Just going to relish in that pun for a little bit. I mean, that's good. Glad you can appreciate. Yes, we also know they have 2 spells in their hand based on that play. Pretty dead on the backswing, right? Yes, we'll attack with these. All things considered, that's one of the spells that's better for us that they could have. Well, yeah, and the problem with Felidar, yeah, I think we're just dead. The problem with Felidar is we don't have a land held, right? Because we had to play it out so we could Valorous Stance that one turn. Yeah, so it's not like Felidar does anything the turn we play it. If we had a land we were sandbagging, Felidar would be a potential catch-up mechanic, but without the land, it just doesn't do anything. Well, if that wasn't the best draw in our deck, I don't know what was. Rope line into back alley Gardener is really, really good. Feels like the deck loses after you empty your hand. Yes, my linear aggro deck loses the game if it hasn't won after it's played out its cards. That is an accurate assessment of how Magic the Gathering works. Alright, depopulate me, daddy. My body is ready. Scar is ready. Unlike most Magic the Gathering content creators, I'm not going to give you an opinion of a format that I've played 4 matches in. My sample size is bad, and you should feel bad for asking about it. The world would be a better place if more people were willing to say the words, I don't have enough information to make a decision about that. Ah, yes, the classic Divine Purge. Beats. Listen, chat, even if she tells you size doesn't matter, she's lying to you. Your sample size always matters. Yeah, I think chill on the land for now is good. There was a banned and restricted update? Alright, hold on. Well, nobody, okay, I need to finish this match. They banned iteration where? Which format? Did they ban it in standard? They banned Winota and Pioneer. The crybabies have truly won, chat. Truly, the crybabies have won. There is no hope. Of hope, I have none. Okay, so... Huh? How do I want to do this? I think I want a back alley Gardener, right? And do I also want a Felidar Retreat, though? I'm not sure that I do. I think I want to chill. Yeah, I think I want to chill. These don't have vigilance. Like, I don't think we're under a clock. Chat, Expressive Iteration is one of the best spells that's been printed in, like, since Fire Design. It's very good. We're attacking. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Listen, chat, if you're finding yourself frustrated with the current Banner Restricted update, remember there's always hope. Marvel Snap did a soft release in the Philippines yesterday and it's going to be expanding to other countries soon. All right, control matchup. Control matchup. Think we want Valorous Stances. What's our trim here? Is it just like Innkeeper out? Like Innkeeper for Stance? Maybe I don't even want Stance. It's just be a click submit. Like they're playing Divine Purge as a sweeper. Like I might just click submit. Yes, Purge into our perpetual effects was funny. Agree. The swings on this card are very large, chat. Sometimes it feels cracked in half, and other times it just gives us an extra 1/1. I guess it's still like 3, even in a spot like this, it's still like 3 stats for 2 mana. Like, not the end of the world, but... I was about to say, wait, did I miss a land drop? But their deck just got to ramp. Yeah, I think they almost assuredly have a counterspell this turn. Nah, I had a stimulus package. I'm pumping up the friends, Chip.
Now you've done it. That's kind of.
Sand needs some lands, but otherwise seems reasonable. For the sake of YouTube content consistency, I am going to go over and give my more specific thoughts on the ban list update that was just posted, but we're gonna play 1 or 2 more matches with this deck after this one before we do that. I would like to have this whole set in one video for the YouTube channel, and then have that in its own. Feel a disruption in the force, chat. I'm gonna decline attacking into Emperor here. They have a March, so it doesn't matter. Getting March used on Valet, so I can't hit my enchantments later would be a win, though. So I think that's a good exchange for us regardless.
Finally, I'm home. Show them how we greet our enemies. To me.
What's going on, Techno? Thanks for the third of the year.
We've got the edge edge in this fight.
This one's over. It's gonna take them another 12 turns to actually end it, but we're done here. Okay, Overgrown Farmland means I could do this into Racketeer Boss this turn. I was gonna think about, did I want to wait to cast this, but the second one in hand, I think we just jam the first here for sure.
You'll never see me coming. There's no secret I can't uncover.
A daily dose of getting hurt vicariously through watching Jeff play Magic. Oof. Oof.
I'm not overconfident. Just understand. This is what you get for hurting my people.
Now, what do we
Hey, thanks to whoever checked out the Dislike promo. Appreciate the support. Alright, well, the fact that they attack means I get to off their Planeswalker, which is nice.
Back to wandering.
Anoma, thank you for the year and a half. Welcome back.
Envy the strong, for they consume. We will slay our enemies.
Close to dead, are they?
There's no secret I can't uncover.
So if I do this, And then we stimulus package. I'll have I spend 2 treasures to cast stimulus package. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 treasure tokens. Which means I can make 4 1/1s, which will put this to 16, right? 2, 2, 4, 8, 16. And then they go block, block. I can put them to 1. I think that's the line though, right? Oh yeah, putting them to 1 meaning they can't loath to draw cards is a good shout too. They have to double chump and go to 1. They have to block our 3s. Faster than top rating, I guess. I just, like, don't ever really want to sideboard, chat. Like, none of these interactive bits ever seem better than just, like, having our linear game 1 plan. We cut the face breakers in the mono green matchup. That seemed fine, but the rest of these, like, anybody mid-ranging or controlling, like, it's like, yeah, let's just, like, keep doing the thing. Yeah, it should be an excellent best of 1 deck. Is it more beneficial to Felidar Retreat in advance or not? So if I play it in advance, it exposes it to Vanishing Verse, but if I hold it, it exposes it to counter spells. Yeah, our opponent's definitely playing a budget mana base with Visible Backwater. I mean, like, protection spells and card advantage still don't help a sideboard, though, Beck, because it's still like, oh, our entire deck's an engine deck, and I don't really want to cut any of my engine components. Start pumping up the GM to make us more resilient to a meat hook. I haven't decided what we're playing in Explorer yet. Hey, thanks for the Prime Tomatoes. Welcome back. Trade Diviner Fates for my 4/4 here. They could have another.
You could have such power. My power is for annihilation.
That's a Rite of Oblivion, so probably dead here. Teamer friends in Explorer. That's on the list of things I want to try at some point. If you have a shell to start, I wouldn't mind peeking at it. Is it like Sarkin Kiora things? I'm into Sarkin Kiora things. I assume they're oblivioning something here. They're not. They're just getting linear. Okay. So maybe we have a shot?
Good minions are loyal and deadly.
I assume they counted and this is lethal.
My words are for ambitious minds.
You know how many cards they just drew? This Rafine might be lethal on its own. Hey, what's going on, Viking? Thanks for the 28 months. Welcome back. Archon is in the sideboard for the runes deck, Sunshine. Our opponent going deep into the tank for the old sideboard for game 3. Come on, bud. The eerie silence is definitely something. Hey, Pressabake, were you here when we pulled up the tweets of the Hinata tournament runs from MTGO over the weekend? Yeah, good you were. Okay, yeah. Just LOL. So the funny thing about data is if you pick and choose which data you want to look at, anything can look reasonable and fine. There are no balance issues in Boss Sing Se chat. Everything is fine. Go about your business. Our opponent appears to have AFK'd. Maybe they thought they were playing best of one. So the 32 months, Marky, welcome back. This is a land. I guess, do I want Racketeer Boss to hit Gala Greeters? I'm not sure that I do even. Supposed to put one counter on there. Well, I guess the board still dies to meat hook if I do that, so what's it matter? Oh no! Please don't field of ruin me. How will I ever win the game if you give me an additional landfall trigger? Oh, don't do that, opponent. What? I'm supposed to hold the treasure, because if I hit a land or a 4-mana spell, I get kind of sad. Rewarded, so we can cycle that down the line potentially too. I would like to pump up the jam, please. Pump up the bump up the jam. Excuse me? So that double block is weird. Alright, with the threat of a meat hook looming over my head, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this turn in case we hit like another Felidar Retreat or a stimulus package or whatever. It's fine. Scale of 1 to dead, where am I at here? They didn't draw the lands, they don't get to meat hook my Facebreaker. Good beats, good beats. Trying to play around the land third meat hook here, I think. Maybe that's wrong. I guess it's a good thing they're unlucky. Black Sun Zenith did not need to be Blood Artist, dude. Okay, sweet. A little bit of a grind out game. Facebreaker and Felidar Retreat both getting to flex there a little bit. Fortunate beats for us that they missed their untapped land in that key spot, but definitely gave us the means to get across the finish line there. Chat, I'm gonna be honest. One, this deck was sweet and powerful, but two, this is probably just a better best of one deck. I really just did not feel like I wanted the sideboard in most of those games. Like, it's so tough when, like, we just have, like, this core engine where we want to do the same thing every game, and anytime we want to board in interaction or disruption, we're just, like, making our game plan significantly worse. So, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know that we really want to board, which means you should probably just play best of one with it. The sideboard should be haymakers? Yeah, I guess, but like, what kind of haymakers are you playing? That are still just like disrupting your stuff. I guess you could play like I thought about maybe playing something like Renin 7 perhaps. Emperor, but like again, like putting those cards in our deck means that the core of our deck is worse, chat. Scalds is a card that's not particularly good in a deck that has more expensive stuff. Yeah, I think I'd take a donation to run this back in best of one. It wasn't terrible in best of three, and maybe having something like Ren or Scalds is the better way to go, but I definitely didn't feel like I wanted a bunch of answers in my sideboard. Yeah, that did not seem like what I wanted to do. And again, honestly, all those cards we just listed, like, maybe you should, maybe like Stimulus Package is a card I should have been trimming just because it's not good when we don't have everything else going on. Like, it's pretty individually weak if we don't have the other synergy stuff. Like, maybe like this and Innkeeper are things we could be trading out for other bigger threats. Maybe that's the way to go, but boarding in specifically answers did not feel good. So I don't know that that's something I'd be interested in doing it from a sideboard perspective.